said yesterday and last time we filmed.
Are you sure?
Yes, I said it last time. You say this time.
So I should introduce the show?
Yes.
Not you.
Yes.
Me.
Yes, Dad.
Oh, okay. Hi, and welcome to Chef Special. I'm Dad.
And I'm Rachel.
And today... Oh, sorry.
His assistant.
I didn't mean to talk over the top of you.
It's okay.
Okay. Today we're going to make macaroni and cheese, but we're calling it...
Easy breezy mac and cheesy.
Yeah. And if you look at our top-down camera, we've got all the ingredients laid out. And we're going to start with, some noodles fresh off the stove. And you should get your assistant to do that. Me being the assistant and her being the chef next time. But in this, she's my assistant, so I did it. This gets confusing. Anyway, hot and fresh and drained. And what we started with was a standard box of mac and cheese, like you'd buy in the grocery store. Mm-hmm. The kind that comes with the little silver pouch, not the kind with the powder. That's just yucky. Yeah. And we're going to turn it into something super special. And to do that, we're going to add some finely shredded cheddar cheese, some butter. I know that looks like a whole lot of butter.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. It has a little bit of salt and pepper, 2 eggs, and half of a cup of milk. All right, we're ready to get started? Mm-hmm. You sure?
Yes, Dad.
Positive?
Yes.
Okay, I was just making sure. Let's move all this out of the way so you have some working room here. And we start with the
noodles.
And we are going to add the butter first. We want to add the butter to the hot noodles so that the hot noodles will melt the butter. That makes sense, right?
Right, Dad.
Just push those. There you go. Right down into the noodles. And next we're going to add the cheese that comes from the box, the little silver pouch. I'm going to cut it open for you, okay?
Okay, then.
Now I use these, the deluxe, because it already comes with a cheese sauce. And when you're making traditional macaroni and cheese, what you're essentially doing is making your own cheese sauce to add to the noodles. Now so far, we're just following the instructions as they are on the box.
Right.
Boil up the noodles, drain them, add the cheese sauce, and normally that's where most people would stop. They'd go, honey, mac and cheese is ready. But in this house, it's not ready.
No.
And Rachel is going to stir that up really good. Bring it a little over this way. We want everybody to see it. Now stir it up until that cheese is nice and mixed up. And we do this while it's hot so that this cheese sauce gets nice and gooey and evenly distributed throughout the noodles.
True.
Here, try to scoop some off the edge there. There you go. Here, let's turn the spoon around. Use the business end. There you go. I'll give you the back of my spoon. All right, that looks really good. Now what we want to do is cool the noodles off. So we're going to add milk, cold milk, half a cup. That also makes it nice and wet and creamy.
Still makes it good to eat.
And we want to cool the noodles off because eggs are coming in next, and we don't want to add eggs to a hot mixture because it'll cook the eggs before we're ready for the eggs to be cooked.
Yeah.
And that would be bad.
Right. And then it takes 2 eggs to make it.
That's right. Have you done this before? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's add the eggs. And Rachel knows exactly how to treat those eggs. That's right. Break those yolks so that the eggs mix in really good.
Yes. Stab them, then stir.
Stab and stir. Now the reason we add the eggs is to solidify all that gooey goodness. Mm-hmm. You let me know when you think those eggs have been mixed in really well. Ooh, I see some gooey eggness. Be sure to get the egg good and mixed in, because otherwise you're going to leave clumps of egg in there and you're going to take a bite of mac and cheese and have some scrambled egg with it.
Right.
Which actually doesn't sound too bad.
Damn!
That's looking really good. Now, you can add the salt and pepper in at any time during the stage. We've saved it for this because now everything's nice and wet, and that salt is going to dissolve and the pepper is going to blend in. Mixing in pepper is always easy because you can see when the pepper is blended because it disappears.
Same with the salt.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you don't like using black pepper, like you don't want to take a bite of something and see the pepper in it, you can use white pepper.
Or brown.
Or skip the pepper. Brown pepper?
Pepper is brown.
It is?
Yes.
I am learning things. And lastly, we're going to add two cups of finely shredded cheddar cheese.
That's a lot of cheese.
It is. And I use the finely shredded because it'll mix in better, and the more you get it mixed up, the better it's going to taste in the end. And we like our macaroni and cheese to bite back, so we use sharp cheddar cheese. But feel free to use mild or experiment. Use some other kind of cheese.
Or you could shred a block of cheese.
That is true. I tend to like, with recipes like this, to use the pre-shredded stuff because it comes drier. When you shred it yourself, it's going to be wet and it'll clump more. But again, she is absolutely right. You can shred it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That is looking really good. I almost don't even need to be here.
You want to hear a parrot joke?
Oh my gosh, yes.
What do parrots use to drive on land?
Whoa, that's a stumper. I don't know what.
A car!
That was very enthusiastic. We like our pirates here.
Arr!
Arr!
Arr, Minty. Hoist the set or you walk the plank.
I would almost swear there's a pirate in here.
Dad.
All right. Now I think we're ready to put that in the oven. What do you think?
Yes.
We're going to use a 2-quart baking dish. I recommend glass because you can see it. I like to see through things. I think we put that spoon away too soon. Here, I'm going to help you out. We're just going to scrape a little bit off. Now, what you can do is save some of that cheese that we put in there, that 2 cups, and put it on the top here once you've filled up your dish. And that'll give you a nice gooey, bubbly crust of cheese on top. Excellent. Now all we need to do is bake it. We are going to cover this
with tin foil.
Absolutely right. And we're going to bake it in the oven at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. How long? 2 days?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. That would be awesome if that really worked. 30 minutes. You were close.
Sorry.
You're very close.
30 minutes.
Now, we have a magic oven, so I'm going to put it in the oven, and you really should have your assistant do that with big hands. And because our oven is magic, it's not only going to cook it like that, it's going to change the shape of the bowl. Nah, I'm just kidding. We already have one pre-made.
Yeah, we already have one made for you.
I should have put the trivet down first And then, all right, ready for the unveiling? Here, let's get it right under the center. Da-da-da-da. Oh, that looks yummy, delicious, good. We should sample it. It's probably too hot. And you can see how firm it is. This is the way mac and cheese should turn out. Not that gooey mess that the box says it ought to be, but this, that is a mouthful.
Yeah.
But it's still too hot to eat, so we're gonna save it. You did excellent. Next time, I'm not even gonna be here. I'm just gonna take a vacation and you can cook the next recipe.
Really, Dad?
No, not really. Thanks for being here. I'm Dad.
And I'm Rachael.
Bye.